Time to escape to Margaritaville, where people come to get away from it all and stay to find something they never expected. Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville is a musical comedy featuring some of Buffett's most beloved songs and some original ones. It's playing all this week at the National Theater, but I got a chance to catch up with the undisputed king of cool vibes to find out all about the show and what he's been up to on the road.
Welcome to Margaritaville.
Well, congrats and welcome to DC.
Nice to be back here.
We're excited to have you back, and of course, bringing some joy and some laughs.
Yes,
the nation's capital.
Town could use a laugh or two.
We
you
could
think?
use a few.
Yeah.
We could use an escape to Margaritaville.
A little escape
that's
to
for sure.
Margaritaville. Timing is everything.
Oh, you're a smart man there, Jimmy Buffett. No, but we're excited to have it, and I know with your upbringing, your mom was a theater. She
Yes.
loved the theater. So when you got to see your name and your song on Broadway originally, and now going around the country, I mean, that had to be kind of this full circle moment for you.
It absolutely was. You know, I thought a lot about her at that time because, you know, she and my dad lived long enough to see me have a little success, and they were always supportive of what I was doing, though it wasn't what they really had in mind for me. I was supposed to follow the nautical heritage of the Buffett family, but so I did it in songs
There
as
you
opposed.
go.
But I could still sail around by myself.
Yeah.
So. But yes, it was a pretty amazing thing, and still I always knew that the road was where this show would really work, because we've been lucky enough to be touring for almost 50 years, and so part of that process as you get a little older is to slow down a little bit. So we're not going to as many cities as we used to do. You know, God, I would do 250 cities in a year at one time.
You just finished a tour, right?
Yeah,
and that's kind of a little bit of a smaller venue tour.
Well, the road is, you're never not on tour in the
That's
Pearl
true.
Reefer Band, but we just finished, we just got back from Europe. We did Ireland, England, and France, which we do every year.
What are Parrot Heads like in Europe?
They are just as, if not more, energetic than here.
All right.
But there are a lot of people from the States that come. It's become a bucket list item for
Makes
Parrot
sense.
Heads. And there's a great kind of connection between people who are our fans and between each other.
Right.
And more about that than an adulation of me or the band. I like the fact that there's a community out there.
You have built this community, and I was curious because I'm from Florida, so we kind of have a similar lifestyle. I mean, we're always on the boat, we're playing the songs,
Yeah.
we're out there with our tropical shirts, our lays on. But it's always fun to go, especially here in DC, and seeing the Parrot Heads that come out and get excited when you hear Jimmy Buffett music.
Well, this was always a very, very major part of this whole process. When I made it to the point that I was hired by the Cellar Door to play the Cellar Door in Georgetown, that was a huge move at that time in my career, and the guy Jack Boyle who owned it, we became great friends, and as I said to a lot of people, he was the first one to put the bug in my ear about doing a musical. And it was about Don't Stop the Carnival, Herman Wouk's book, which I actually did do that. And but Jack was the one that planted the idea, and you know, he passed away just last year, but always was a great friend. But for him seeing something in me that made him let me get on that stage, you know, it started here.
How much creative control did you have in this whole show?
Well, the thing of it was most important was to find writers who understood the culture and were a part of it, and not just had to study it. They had to be, and ironically enough, one of our writers is from D.C. It was very important that they knew the material, and it was part of their fun in their lives. And take those songs that meant as much more so to them in their lives than, you know, when you write them and you put them out there, they're everybody else's. Once they're out there, you know, it's great to have that, but they belong to you. They're not mine anymore.
Their experiences
so their
for everybody else.
experiences were much more important than my participation in this.
But it's still, it had to be fun for you to kind of see it all come together and think of that song. I never would have thought that
Absolutely.
that song would go with this storyline.
It happened a lot of times.
Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville is at the National Theater in downtown DC now through October 13th, 1 week only. So be sure to get your tickets, and for more information, please visit their website. Up next, we talk to the book writers for the musical and find out what it was like to work with Jimmy Buffett and bring his songs to life. We'll be right back.